Struggle gang.
Welcome home, nigga.
Gun so big it take a week to shoot it. For real, take your whole team to do it. We don't sell them, we share them. Whole team could use it.
Show, Fanatical Massholes, your boys, Saso, Mizzo. Hayes ain't on the board. What up? Hayes ain't on the board tonight.
What up, E-Free?
E-Free ain't on the board tonight. So it's me and Sauce holding it down. We got the whole show. This not just a wrap-up show. We doing the whole show tonight. It's me and Sauce holding it down for the guys.
Yeah. Hey, before we go, hey, little shout out to Kale's Corner. Shout out to my man Kirby out there, to 202-508. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy King, y'all doing y'all thing. Wu-Tang. Oh, that's just right. Hey, look,
right.
Hey, look, let's go.
You gotta bring your camera down, bro, so they can see your whole face. You leaned in all crazy. There you go. Adjust your joint. There you go. 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 All right, Sash. How was your week, bro? You good?
Man,
everything good?
Man. I'm trying to keep my head up, you know what I mean? Shoot, man. Life rough sometimes.
Kicking the dogs out?
Yeah, gotta kick the dogs out.
Gotta kick the dogs out, man. I got a cat, man. Don't judge me. I'm gonna get a dog soon.
Man,
but
sure, I'm getting a cat myself. Sure.
Yeah, for sure. But we got some topics for y'all tonight. We're gonna get into the stunning news that just happened today. I was in the gym about, trying to make sure you're working on the foundation, training the legs. And I hit a bombshell. Kyrie Irving wants to trade. It's like, as a Brooklyn Nets fan, we just can't have nice things. Yes, I got Jordan in the background. Yes, I got a Bulls hat on. But Brooklyn Nets all day with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, respect.
I don't understand. I'm just not. Again, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna get into it when we get it. When that topic comes up. Also we're gonna get into, the fact that two black quarterbacks are playing each other for the first time in the Super Bowl. It's crazy. As many black athletes there are. There's been a lot of black quarterbacks that have kind of started to get their chance and start and thrive and do well in the NFL. This is the first time we have two black quarterbacks starting playing against each other. It's pretty good. It's an awesome sight to see. We'll talk about that, touch on that. We'll obviously we'll touch on NBA All-Stars snubs that the stars that got snubbed. We'll get into the NHL too. A little slap shot. We'll tribute Hogan. We'll also get into a little crazy topic, funny topic too. You know what I mean? China just cloned 2 super cows. I don't even know what's a super cow. What is a super cow? You know what a super cow is?
Oh, I guess a super cow. That's gonna be giving tons of milk soon in the future.
I got you. But anyway, we're gonna talk about what we would clone. You know what I mean? That's towards the end of the show. But first, obviously, if you wasn't living under a rock or you just don't watch sports, Tom Brady, TV 12, basically hung up his cleats today, Wednesday. You know what I mean? Nice little heartfelt video. Didn't get too long into it, said it. Thanked his fan, thanked, his competitors, thanked all those, and that's it. He said he's done for good. That's it. There's no coming back this time. Last year, he kind of had some unfinished business, but this time, that's it. He's going to go home. And you were right, Sauce. I said he was going to where? I said the Raiders. I thought he was going to the Raiders. That didn't happen. You know what I mean? He decided to call it quits.
I said he need to sit his ass down. That's what I said.
He decided to call it quits. And so you were right on that. Hell of a career, Tom. That's basically all I can say, man. Legendary status. If there was a time where they would change the kind of the criteria for the Hall of Fame as far as you got to be retired for 5 years, it will start with Tom Brady. You don't even got to be retired 5 years, bro. As soon as you're done, we'll see you in Canton this August. That's what should happen for him. He's one of those players that it should happen for. But I digress. We'll see him in 5 years in Canton. It'll be packed with Patriots fans and Bucks fans thanking him for them 3 years. And definitely that Super Bowl championship.
Hey, speaking about that, right? Robert Kraft, want him to at least come back on a one-day contract. You know what I'm saying? So he could retire as a Patriot. I think that'd be awesome.
I hope he would do it, but I don't think he's gonna do it. He ain't really feeling the Patriots like that. He ain't really feeling the Patriots like that, bro. I don't know if he's gonna do it, man. He didn't like the way he was pushed out. So I don't know. I don't think he'll do it. But what you think though, as far as Tom Brady retiring?
Like I said, man, I think it's a good thing. And
We lost you, brother.
oh, you lost me?
We got you a little bit now. There you go. You good. There. Almost there. You almost there. You gotta push it back a little bit. We gotta get your whole face in there. There you go.
Oh, my bad. Hey, I'm still here.
Yeah, you here? We see you.
Like
They
I
see
said,
you.
man, point, you know what I'm saying, cut to the chase, it was just time. Oh no,
you gotta bring yourself back, bro. Or you gotta readjust your camera. Your camera's a little off. That's the problem. Get your camera
no,
closer to you or something. You know what I mean? There you go. Either get it close to you or back up off it. That's okay. That's more you right there. So now, what was you saying?
No, like I said, get to the point of it. Hey, sorry about that, audience. Hey, my camera.
We good. Listen, man. We ain't gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? We perfecting our role, but we ain't gonna be perfect. We gonna get there though. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. But yeah, he just need to retire. Hey, look, thank you for a great career. For real. And New England have been happy for like 20 years, him, winning those championships. For real, man. But yeah, good career, bro. Awesome. So I can say about that.
Yeah, same here. Again, I grew up around a time when all the Boston teams are trash. And these Patriots fans nowadays don't know futility, basically, when it comes to their sports franchise, their NFL franchise. You know what I mean? The Patriots basically have been relevant championship contenders for the better part of 20 years. Basically 20 years. You know what I mean? And they haven't fully dropped off, but it's coming. Sorry, Patriots fans, it's coming. Y'all gonna go through a rebuild. Just be prepared for it. You know what I mean? I said, don't go burning jerseys and don't go switching being other teams, being fans of other teams. You know what I mean? Just know that it's coming though. But yeah, Tom Brady, great career. And that brings us to this next, it kind of leads into this next topic. People were talking and saying, we know where Tom Brady ranks, but who's after him? A lot of people got Tom Brady 1. You might not, Sas. You know what I mean? I do, but there's some people who I was listening today on the radio. Keyshawn J. Will and Max. Shout out ESPN Radio. I mean, they don't need my plug, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to say something and not name them. You know what I mean? Great show. I love it. Anyway, they were talking about, Max Kellerman basically stated, I think he had Mahomes 5 already ahead of, I think he had Elway out of the top 5. And I think Dan Orlovsky had Joe Montana out of the top 5. Crazy. So, Saj, who's your top 5 NFL quarterbacks ever? Off the top of your head, who you got? Just without thinking. Bam, 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 bam.
Okay. John Elway.
Okay.
Peyton Manning.
Okay.
Tom Brady.
Okay.
Shoot, 2 more. Randall Cunningham is awesome. And another one, Michael Vick.
That's your top 5 ever.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good list. Different, but it's a good list. So my top 5 is ever Tom Brady. You got to say Peyton Manning. I mean, I like Elway. Aaron Rodgers. Man, who else did I like? Man, I was a Troy Aikman guy, man. That's who I seen play top. They could spin it. Troy Aikman was good. You got to throw Steve. You could throw Steve Young in there as an honorable mention. You know what I mean? If not, he should be there too. But That would be my top 5 that I've seen. That's my top 5. But again, if you want to, that's me. That's us talking with who we think in hearts. You know what I mean? Heads, and obviously being realistic. It's, we can all, everybody got that realistic list, but just fan wise, coming off top of my head, that's my 5. You know what I mean?
I wish Bernie Kosar got a Super Bowl ring though.
Kosar was nice, man. He was good. Bernie Kosar was really good. He was good.
Real, man. Like,
he was good.
Every time Cleveland Browns, they'll make the championship. They had 2 times to go to the Super Bowl, and
Against Denver.
Denver
man.
had something to say about it. So crazy.
John Elway took him down, and then Ernest Biner. He's going into the end zone for the game winner. But he got one back. He got one with our boys, though. So we got to, he got one. It sucks that the Browns didn't get one, but Ernest Biner went and got him one with the Commanders, who were then the Redskins at the time. You know what I mean? He got him one. So Biner, he's vindicated. He's good on that. But yeah, that's our top 5. That's who we got. You know what I mean? Kind of staying in the NFL a little bit, if we can. So we got 2 quarterbacks playing, basically. 2 black quarterbacks. And Jalen Hurts and it's Patrick Mahomes. Good Lord, I forgot. Yeah, so for the first time in history, man. Harken back on that. What do you think about that? Like, what is that? How does that make you feel, obviously, as a black person? Again, we're not trying to go race bait in and do all that. We have Black History Month, but at the same time, this is of significance. This is the first time it's happened ever in the league. You know what I'm saying? When I believe black quarterbacks have had to fight, and it's been less and less more, and they've proven themselves a lot more. But the fact that this has happened just kind of showed what was going on back then. That this is the first time this happened. That the league has accepted that a dual threat quarterback or using your legs is okay. It's cool to have that. You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean that all they can do is read their legs, or that they don't know what play to run, or things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shows that they're more than that. That the black quarterback can run an offense. Field general.
I can say this. I could just be grateful as a football fan, to be grateful. Be grateful to see 2 athletes.
Right.
I don't even care what the race is, but it's an honor to see that. And as a fan, like I love it, but I don't want, people look at it as a race thing. Like, well, it's because everybody has a village. Some of the black folks, we have, a village with the white people. Some of the white people had the village with the black people. You feel what I'm saying? So let's say it's embracing, everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And yes, we celebrating Black History Month, but let's celebrate us as a human race.
Right. I got you. I'm with it. Definitely with it. And let's, back up to Tom Brady. But again, like you said, it's a great look. I think it's a great look for the league. It shows that they're giving these quarterbacks a chance. Even though they're black, it doesn't matter that and then again, it shouldn't matter whatever their color is. It doesn't matter. These guys are not. And they're not.
I'm glad you say that, because you have a thing called discrimination. You have, like, for example, you have Tom Brady, who's 45 years old. He's still playing. Some people put a limit when you're supposed to stop playing. Tom Brady's like, no, you're not gonna put a limit on this. The NFL, I feel as though they did do a good job, because they didn't put a limit on who should play the game. Everybody has a chance, and there had to be 2 black quarterbacks that's playing the Super Bowl. I think that's an awesome thing.
Right. Absolutely. It's definitely an awesome thing. I mean, again, everybody can say, well, Jalen Hurts is in the right situation. So what? But he's taking advantage of being in that right situation. Patrick Mahomes, he's got Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy calling the plays. You know, he had Tyreek for a while. He still got Kelsey. But Patrick Mahomes he's a field general. You know what I mean? I want the ball in Patrick Mahomes' hands, you know, with less than a minute left in the game. He's going to do something. He's going to make something happen. He's one of them guys right now. Again, I'm not going to put him in the top 5 like some people have already. I mean, he's only been in the league 5 years. Can't do that yet. You know what I mean? You got to let him finish out his career. Because, again, it could stumble. You know, it could, you know, again, Marino got there, to the Super Bowl his first year, never got back. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cowboys in the 90s, you know, Aikman, Irving, and Emmitt Smith, they won 3 out of 4, and that was in the early parts, but then they never got back. Not even close. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it happens. It happens. Russell Wilson ain't been back since 2014. It's going on 10 years. And they went, his first 2 out of his first 4 years or something like that? They went.
Hey, Peyton,
you know what I'm saying?
Peyton Manning is coaching the Denver Broncos, so
Peyton Manning. You mean Sean Payton? You mean Sean Payton? Sean Payton? Peyton Manning can't coach anybody.
Not Peyton Manning. I meant to say Sean Payton.
Right. What do you think of that hire? What do you think of the Sean Payton hire? While we on it, what do you think of the Sean Payton hire? What do you think of Demi?
I think that's the right hire. I think that he's gonna get Russell Wilson where he want to go, where he need to go. The way he had Drew Brees, you know what I'm saying? He had him where he want to go at. He took him to the Super Bowl. And I think he'll do the same with Russell Wilson. They did have the Denver Broncos, they have a good defense, but their offense wasn't in sync. We don't have your offense that's not in sync. You're not going, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I would say that. Yeah, I would say it's a great hire. It's a great hire. I mean, I think he's gonna change some things around. I'm sure Russ is accountable. He holds himself accountable. But I'm not even gonna say he needs to be put in check. But something just needs to change. The trust got to be put back there with the team. I don't know if they really trust him. They're not really respecting his leadership. Sean Payton probably come in and galvanize them guys, get on the right track. I believe in Russell Wilson. I still think he's got at least 3 more good years left in him. I do. So yeah, I think it's a great hire.
I haven't seen him really run out the pocket this year. Maybe because the pass rush, you know, was getting to him because the offensive line, you know,
that was his special. But bro, that was his. Like you said, you said something that I was gonna touch on too, that a lot of people have touched on. He's not running and scrambling and making things happen like he used to. So maybe he can't. Maybe he's lost that part of his game. You know what I'm saying? He's got to learn to play more from the pocket. We'll see. Anybody can do it. Sean Payton can do it. Sean Payton can get him right when it comes to that. What do you think about the DeMeco? What do you think about the DeMeco Ryans hire though with Houston with the Texans?
DeMeco Ryan,
defensive coordinator for the 49ers.
Hey, look, well, he got a job opportunity. He was part of the 49ers that went to the playoffs. If he got a head coaching job, he earned it. That's all I can say about that.
Absolutely. I feel you. Anyway, like we said, shout out, man, Deshaun. Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts. We'll be looking forward to seeing y'all next Sunday for Super Bowl. It's a beautiful look. Shout out Tom Brady. Hell of a career. I mean, no one's going to ever match that. Not ever. No one's going to play that long. They're not going to put up the numbers that he has. I mean, he finished with 89,000 yards, over 89,000 yards, 649 touchdowns. I mean, he was nice. You know what I mean? Tom Brady did that. And he basically was a contributor. He wasn't a bus rider. You know, yeah, we know his first 3 seasons what it was, but yeah, Tom Brady's that guy. You know what I mean? He's that guy. He's gonna be the GOAT. No one can really dispute that. Well, even if they say it's a longevity thing, he's the GOAT to a lot of people. You know what I mean? Shout out Tom Brady. All right, when we come back, we're gonna get into the sauce. I'm gonna have to. You gotta let me go on a little bit on Kyrie, man.
In the full court press, I assist John Stockton. Left hook, mean 8-ounce glove, we boxing. That on, aim that on, nigga, you boxed in. Game good, money on the wood, really boxed in. Face shot, closed casket, he boxed in. That nigga pussy a chump, I am not him. Struggle gang to the end, I ain't got friends. Money don't have none either. The root to evil was evil when I'm my Lord's keeper. Smoke reefer, old school like beepers, had a pair of D.
Yo, welcome back, Fanatical Massholes, Saso, Mizzo, still rocking with y'all. All right, Sas. They did it to me again. The Nets did it to me again. Every time. He tried to talk me off the ledge a couple months ago. I wouldn't say the ledge, sorry. He tried to talk me off just saying, burning the season down, basically. That's it. Blowing it up, clearing the team out, trading KD, trading Kyrie. After everything that happened, you know, with the documentary and everything, even though I back Kyrie on that a little, because he didn't, again, that's just something that, pardon me, that was a view, that was a belief. He wasn't, in my opinion, I watched the video, I watched the movie. He wasn't trying to diminish anybody or say anything anti-Semitic. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I was off because they was losing then anyway. Before that happened, they started off bad. Steve Nash gets fired, whatever. They part ways anyway. So I'm ready to just say, you know what? Just tear it down. Start over. Get what you can get for KD. E free talks me off the ledge like, nah, man, just hold on a second. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, cool. And next you know, Kyrie comes back after being suspended. They start to win a little bit more, and they win a little bit more. They starting to really, Jock Vaughn got him going in the right direction. KD gets hurt. Okay, it's a setback. Minor setback, though, because they played okay. Yes, they're 4-9 since he's left, but still, I thought they'd be a lot worse. And they played okay. Again, aside from the Celtics game, they've been in every game. But the Celtics game, they got demolished. It was over within 5 minutes of the game, it was over with. So then today, here comes the news. Kyrie Irving wants to trade. Request a trade by the deadline. He's telling the Nets, if you don't get a trade by the deadline, he's out. He's going to go and he's leaving in free agency. Which, as Nets fans, I thought that anyway. So, you know what I mean? Like, I thought that was going to happen. That the Nets wasn't going to try to give him a long-term deal. They didn't want to, like, everything that's going on with him. It's just, they can't trust him. Kyrie might have turned the corner and it might be the player that's there that's available all the time. But the Nets have seen him for 3 seasons. And it just ain't for them, it's like, nah, we're not doing this again. Period, point blank. We are not doing this. We can't trust you. We're not going to give you 3-4 years guaranteed money. We're not going to do it. You know? As far as I don't know who's going to get traded to. I looked at the salary caps of the teams coming up this offseason. A lot of teams don't have salary cap room. Lakers don't. They don't. You know? If I'm the Nets, I want to say you got to stand your ground. It was okay to do with KD because KD had 4 years left. With Kyrie, you can still do it, but just know you're going to lose him for nothing. He's just going to walk out, which, again, I think the Nets will probably fine with. I didn't think they were ever going to offer him an extension. I thought they were going to let him go into free agency and walk this year anyway. And even as good as he played, I thought that was still a strong possibility that they would say, thank you, but go ahead. Because do I think the Nets, I picked the Nets to win the chip. That was just hard. Realistically, Celtics are the better team. Even if KD comes back, Celtics are leaps and bounds ahead of the Nets. It doesn't matter, even with KD. You know what I mean? I would just hope we catch him in the conference finals. You know what I'm saying? Instead of catch him in the first round and it's a quick exit. So, I mean, that's just my take on. I just feel like, why Kyrie? Why now? I get it. It's over contract, but it's not something you could have just said kind of on the low. Like, look, I'm out then. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. What's up? Go ahead, bro. Why you got your hand up?
First of all,
here we go.
Ran out of food cups.
They ran out of fruit cups? What? What are you talking about?
Kyrie ran out of fruit cups. That's why he mad.
Man, go ahead, bro. They ran out of fruit cups. All right. Well, all right, but I'm saying, what you think though? What am I? Talk me out of this, bro.
If you look, as Washington Post would say, if you don't get it, you don't get it.
I don't. I don't. Put us on one day, but talk me off out of burning this thing down. What's up, man? What do I do here as a fan? I'm tight.
As a fan, y'all need to work that out in Brooklyn, man. Or he's going to LA, where it's gonna be, he gonna be in Hollywood, and the Lakers might be in the 10th seed, while the Brooklyn Nets might sink down because you can't have a star like Kyrie Irving gone.
Listen, we're gonna want something back. We're not taking Russ back. That's not happening. We'll take maybe the draft picks, but I don't think they want the draft picks for down the line. The Nets have to reload. They can't rebuild unless they get an abundance of draft picks. But that means KD has to go too. He might want to trade. You get an abundance of draft picks, okay, you can start over. That might, you know what I mean? But you're never gonna catch the Knicks. It's gonna take, and if you do, it's gonna take a long time. But this is definitely ain't helping. This ain't helping with the soap operas that go on. This is not helping the Nets.
But see, the thing is, everybody signed a free agency. What about your farm system? Like, for example, we got the Capital City Go-Go's, and we got some good marquee players that came out the Capital City Go-Go's. I don't know who y'all. I gotta look up who y'all.
No one's down there. Davon Sharp been down there. That he's on the team with us. He's back. They're back and forth down there. I mean,
y'all need to dig in y'all farm system and find y'all a small forward to take KD place, man, because by KD not being there, y'all don't have a shooter. Y'all don't have an inside game. That don't make no sense how Boston Celtics, come out there and run on y'all like that. I don't even care if that was at home or away. That should not
was bad.
That night.
It was bad, but at the same then again, what in the world is a G League player going to do to that team? They need a superstar. If you're going to trade away KD, you're going to need at least a star back or a bunch of draft picks and build it back up. I mean, Sean Marks did a good job of building the team in 2019 when they traded for D'Angelo Russell. They had Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, Spencer Dinwiddie, Joe Harris. It was a good little team. You added a few players that they had it in. That was a good team they had there. It had a good nucleus, and all they needed was a superstar. One piece.
Talking about the Lakers, right?
One piece.
You heard of Kendrick Nunn?
Oh my boy, man, stop it! Yes, I've heard of Kendrick Nunn. I heard of him.
Reason why I'm asking that because he's not a player that everybody know like that because. You know what I'm saying, the injuries or whatever, but when you have a player like that coming to the Wizards and he's scoring and they winning games, and what's going on in LA, LA and Brooklyn, which has the marquee players, they are not winning games. They supposed to be winning. Like if Brooklyn talking about
Nets got a tough schedule.
Nets
had a tough schedule when KD went down. What you talking about?
Everybody has a tough schedule. You have to overcome them schedules. That's what a championship team does.
What's today, Sas? Hey, Saso, what's today, my brother? Today's the 3rd, right?
Today the 4th.
Today's the 3rd. Tomorrow's the 4th. Your boys did win 6 in a row, though. They lost tonight, though. Portland ended that.
Who?
Your boys. Portland ended that streak, buddy. So stop it.
I knew they was going to come back and win.
Stop it, all right? Wizards ain't doing nothing. Kendrick Nunn ain't doing nothing. The Nets had a tougher schedule than the Wizards. Man, I'm not trying to hear nothing you saying right now. And again, the Wizards and the Nets will play tomorrow night in Barclays.
When get blew out. See,
oh my goodness,
I understand.
The Nets. Hold on. Early in the year, the Nets beat the Wizards by almost 40 in Washington.
Okay, I mean,
what you talking
it's
about?
A game of runs. And if you can't run, and I understand if you can't run back, and the team's gonna push the pedal to the metal, it happens like that.
You just said you don't get blown out, and you got blown out. Anyway,
When get blew out, I know
I'm talking about when the Nets blew them out. I ain't talking about now. You know what I'm saying? When they blow out, when the Nets blew them out early in the season. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know the Wizards did not lose.
They lost by 8. 124-116. Stat Muse. Shout out to Stat Muse. Good stat, y'all. Go follow him. All right. But I don't know. What do you think if Kyrie goes anywhere, if they do trade him, where do you think he should be traded to?
I mean, I'm been around the world. Yeah. Hey, look, he already with Boston. He already with Brooklyn.
Been around the world now, yeah. Cleveland. Everybody's saying the Lakers. I don't think the Nets are gonna do that. If the Nets are really trying to retool, they're gonna try to go for some pieces. You know what I mean? They're saying Utah is a third team. So if Russ goes to Utah, I mean, Lakers get Kyrie.
How about
Lakers get Kyrie, we get their picks?
Go with the Clippers.
Maybe.
I mean why not?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm the Nets, who do I want back? I don't know. Who do I want back if I'm the Nets?
John Wall.
No, I don't want John Wall. No, I'm good. No, I like John Wall. I don't think he fits. I don't want John Wall. Norman Powell was okay. I would take Norman Powell. Terrence Mann, I would take him. Or Reggie Jackson. I'll take one of them two. I'll take Reggie Jackson.
But now I
some picks. I need some picks.
John Wall part, but y'all got plenty of point guards though. Y'all got plenty of point guards. So y'all need a forward. Y'all need a forward that can shoot in the inside game. That's what y'all need.
We don't. What do we need a forward for? What are you talking about, bro?
Ain't KD injured?
Yeah, but he's coming back in a week, bro. About a week or two. If he don't come back before the All-Star break, he's coming back right after the All-Star break. He's coming back. He's not gonna be gone that long.
Well, all right. You know what?
Anyway, all right. What you think about the NBA All-Star? So they did the reserves. Matter of fact, you know what?
Just keep on losing, but yeah.
Talking reckless. So they did the NBA All-Star reserves, right? So they did the NBA All-Star reserves. Who you got as a snub? There's a notable snubs there. Some people saying James Harden. What's my man's name? De'Aaron Fox. Not Joel Embiid. There's somebody else. There's a couple other names.
Oh.
One of the names here.
That's the one. Joel.
Who's that? De'Aaron Fox?
That's the one.
Nah, Joel. He's not starting. He got snubbed being a starter, but he's playing in the game.
No,
you know what I mean? He's playing in the game.
He's supposed to be an all-star. Like,
all-star?
I'm putting layers on it. He's supposed to be a straight all-star, like a star back.
He's not. So they got Kristaps Porzingis. This is Bleacher Report. Shout out to Bleacher Report. Aaron Gordon. Darius Garland. I forgot about him. Jimmy Butler. Sure, of course. And James Harden. I think De'Aaron Fox should be starting. He's good. I think Sabonis. Yeah, that's who I think should be starting. Not starting, but I think De'Aaron Fox should be in the game too as well. I think he got snubbed, and that's not right. You know what I mean? Definitely Darius Garland, though. He's been doing his thing, But they probably was only going to take one person off that team. You know what I mean? As far as so they took Donovan. You know what I mean? But they should have took them both because Darius Garland, he scored. I think he scored almost 50 against the Nets when they played him. He brought him back. Nets was up by like 19. He brought him back and made it a close game. Just him by himself. He was cooking everybody on the Nets. I like that kid, man. Matter of fact, let me get Darius Garland. Cleveland, what's up? What y'all want? Y'all want Kyrie back for Darius Garland? Take him back. Y'all can have him. Take Darius Garland back for Kyrie Irving. You know what I mean? Straight up. I'm just thinking crazy, y'all. You know what I mean? But what's your snub? What's your biggest snub? My biggest snub is either De'Aaron Fox or Darius Garland. That's who I got.
I mean, yeah, those two, yeah, damn.
He said, yeah, them. James Harden, Jimmy Butler, one of them. Any one of them. Any one of them.
Jimmy Butler not in the All-Star?
Nah, he's not. He ain't make it. He ain't make it.
Wow.
All right. Yeah. Cool. All right, so when we come back, we're going to get into a little bit of NHL.
Now that's
We're going to talk a little more stuff. We're going to talk a little more talk. Stay tuned. Fanatical Massholes.
Face shot, closed casket, he boxed in. That nigga pussy a chump. I am not him. Struggle gang to the end, I ain't got friends. Money don't have none either. The root of evil was evil when I'm my Lord's keeper. Smoke reefer, old school like beepers. Had a pair of Deodoras, but I scuffed them in Florida. Golden State 30 in the clip, I'm a warrior. Road to perdition, dumping shots out explorers. Money expedition, brought butter cross borders. Club nights, 9 fists of Henny and 40 waters. Always be legit, spring.
Multitude. Fanatical Massholes show. Mizzo, Saso, we still rocking with y'all. All right, let's recap what happened last week. Championship weekend. I went 1-1. I went 1-1. E3, he ain't here. I think he went 0-2. And Hayes went, I think he went 1-1. You went 2-0. You held it down. Again, that 49ers game, man. Uninterested, man. It was like, damn, man. I was looking forward to the game, and it just didn't happen like that. Brock Purdy, shoulder elbow gets basically torn. You know what I mean? UCL ligament's gone. You know what I mean? They put the tight end on what's my man's name? Hassan Reddick. Wasn't a good move. I don't know what was they thinking about. Wasn't a good move. And that was that. That was the end of the game. Once he went out and said he couldn't throw the ball, that was the end of the game, man. That was it for that game.
Nothing personal. Hey, look, Eagles defense was just, man, as advertised.
Again, you're right. I'm not even saying that the 49ers would have won, but it just would have, the beat down would have been better had it been Brock Purdy. You know what I'm saying? It would have been better.
I feel as though even Jimmy Garoppolo was behind it. I don't even care who was behind it. Nothing wasn't going to stop the Eagles defense. The Eagles defense remind me when Jerome Brown and Reggie White used to play back in the days. And this is an upgraded defense of the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? This is why they're in the Super Bowl, they capable of winning the whole thing. They're very structured. You know what I mean? They very structured, and it's like they on time with everything. They barely get off sides. They know how to dial up blitzes at the right time. They know how to drop back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the little details. You know.
Right. Yeah. Again, it's uninteresting, man. That's it. But again, he got hurt. You can't nothing you can do about that. But I basically was done. I mean, I watched the whole game, but it was kind of like, man, this is over with. I mean, then Josh Johnson comes in, he gets hurt. You just knew, man, that game was a wrap. It was a wrap for that game. Then the nightcap.
Like I said, the offensive line of the 49ers was very vulnerable to the Eagles defense. And I give much respect to the 49ers. It was a great story to have a 7th rounder of Brock Purdy coming in there, holding it down, holding it down, while Jimmy Garoppolo is gone. I mean, I commend him for that. But you playing against a dominant Eagles team in an NFC East of people saying it was the weakest division in the NFL. And who's in the Super Bowl to represent that. So Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, congratulations to the Eagles, man. Eagles won to the Super Bowl. Again, they will be playing the Kansas City Chiefs. That second game, again, like I was talking about, was great. Was a better game. The Bengals didn't look that good, though, but Joe Burrow made plays when he had to. You know, hit Jamar Chase with fourth down, that nice touchdown throw. And then they tied it up, and you thought this is why I picked Cincinnati. I'm like, man, they're the better team. Joe Burrow will pull it out. I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes can't, but I just think Joe Burrow's team, Joe Burrow would pull it out in the end. No, it was Patrick Mahomes and his team who pulled it out. Patrick Mahomes running, scrambling with 8 seconds left, and then getting pushed while he was already out of bounds. I mean, that was costly, man. I don't know what he was thinking about. You know, I think it's Jonathan Osai.
It doesn't matter what his name is. Hey, look, it's point said, as you stated, like, Patrick Mahomes went out there, high ankle sprain, played all 4 quarters. Ouch. I don't know too many people,
all
will
4
be
quarters,
in the
man.
championship game with the injury he had. But he went out there and he delivered.
That he did. He definitely he had a good game. He had a good game. I mean, he had a great game, actually, just some of the plays. I mean, let's see. Look at so this is basically what happened. I mean, Joe Burrow, I think he had 300 yards. He threw for 300. He threw 2 picks. That's the bad part about it. You know what I'm saying? Them picks weren't good. Them picks they wasn't like great reads by the defender. Those are just bad throws. Like, why would you throw that there? Like, but he was under pressure the whole game. Like, I didn't think that's one reason why I picked Cincinnati, because I didn't think Kansas City's defense would get to him like that.
I know what
and Chris Jones is all over him.
Remember last week, I was saying that, Chris Jones had to, be the one to be that S factor. Basically.
Absolutely. He didn't have any sacks.
He didn't have any
sacks. Not one sack in the playoffs. He never had a sack in the playoffs. Not
Shout
one.
Out to Chris Jones, you answered the call because you was the one that needed to make them plays that was necessary.
And he had two big sacks.
Huge
in that game. Yes. 2 big sacks, which obviously gave. And then the 40-yard run, the 40-yard return by my man, by the boy Sky Moore, set him up. You know what I'm saying? But again, it was third and 12? It was third and long. And had they stop him there, even if you don't push him out of bounds, it's still, if he doesn't push him while he's out of bounds, they're looking at about a 50-something yarder. You know what I mean? I don't know if he makes that. But tack on 15, 47, that's manageable. You know what I mean? That kid Buckner's got a leg on him. Butker got a leg on him. You got to know that was going to happen. You know what I mean? You kind of knew. But yeah, it was a great game though. We're going to see those two. We're going to see those two battle it out for a long time. This could be the second coming of Brady Manning. Who else? What other 2 quarterbacks kind of dueled it out a lot? They played each other all the time. I'm trying to think. I can't think right now off the top of my head.
It's the AFC South is the teams to look out for because
AFC South. You mean the West?
Well, minus the Texans, because I don't know what they're gonna do.
They might get a quarterback, bro.
Huh?
They might get a quarterback.
They might, but I
you like, mad, bro? You mad, bro?
And I do like the Titans. The Titans need a quarterback too.
Yeah, they do.
But the Jaguars is much more established in the AFC South. They're a very fun team to watch in the AFC South.
Absolutely. All right. So now let's get into that. I mean, again, and Patrick Mahomes, he threw for 334, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Again, made the big plays when it counted, obviously down the stretch. Big up to Patrick Mahomes, setting up the Super Bowl matchup between him and the Eagles. I don't know, man. We'll make our picks next week. I don't know where this is going. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like their chances against the Eagles. Eagles defense is ferocious. But now let's get into the team that lost.
You
In the
mad,
segment we
bro?
like to call tight.
You mad, bro?
So, are you tight or all right if you're a 49ers fan right now?
I mean, I'd be tight.
Okay, me too.
Reason why I would be tight because, man, if Kyle Shanahan called one more play action pass, hey man, hey y'all, they was rushing up the middle. They was rushing up the middle with the play action pass. They just knew they was gonna do a bootleg play action, and they were just right there in their face all day long. And what was the third quarter? That's when Pretty got put out the game. Like they just knew.
First quarter, first drive, he got put out the game. Third quarter, he came back in and tried. There's nothing Kyle could do. I get you saying that whatever play action pass and putting them in that, but they had no other options, man. It was either that screens. I mean, Brock Purdy wasn't throwing it down the field. He couldn't.
That's what I'm saying. The reason why he couldn't throw it because he was. It wasn't a drop back and somebody running the slant or drop back 5-0. I'm talking about only thing I was keep saying that it was play action, bootleg, play action. And every time he went to player, somebody was right there in his in his face. And I was like, oh man, he got hit like 12 times. Pretty got hit about 12, 13 times. And I'm like, man, you need to throw that out your playbook. Hey, look at it.
No, I mean, listen, it was. I think at the point, it was to the point where Kyle Shanahan he ran out of options. What was he going to do? I mean, he can't throw the ball down the field. You can't just your best bet is to wildcat him with Christian McCaffrey. That wasn't going to happen.
Now the wheel routes. Now with that one, he was running the wheel routes with McCaffrey. McCaffrey was in the game, as you stated, on your views last week. He did, what I'm saying, rush y'all. I think he scored a touchdown in that game. I think he was the only one who scored a touchdown in that game.
McCaffrey, he did. Yeah. So yeah. So you tight. Me, I'm tight. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm tight how it ended because it just seems like this kind of happens to the 49ers lately. They get there and it's just something, it just comes crashing. You know what I mean? It just comes crashing. Last year they had to pick if I think his name is Javarsky Tart. I mean, it's a law basically. This Stafford throws it up. He's got it in his hand. If he picks that off, it's game over. They go to the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Stafford makes the play, comes down.
Game.
That's it.
The referees didn't even call the cat. It was supposed to be the ball dropped.
Yeah. He got up quick. Devontae Smith got up quick. It was like, hey, let's go. Run
That's
that play.
Another reason.
Quick.
That's a super reason to be tight because
you couldn't see it though. They didn't replay. They didn't replay it. Again, they're in Philly, so they didn't replay it on the jumbotron for him to see it. Different angles. We get different angles, but the coach don't get those angles. So that's kind of why he didn't challenge it. And again, they didn't show it in Philly. Had it been Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, they'd have showed it, and he could have challenged it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm tight as a 49ers fan because just something like this always happens. You got to go. Again, this team is Super Bowl made, ready to go. They need a quarterback. They need a quarterback that's going to stay healthy, feel general.
I mean, Brock Purdy, they need a quarterback.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say because Brock Purdy's going to be out 6 months. You know what I'm saying? And even 6 months, he's not going to be throwing them 6 months. So he's not going to be there ready for the start of the season. So they need a quarterback. That's what I'm saying. They need a quarterback because that team's ready right now. Obviously, Tom Brady's gone. He's retired. He's out. Try to see what you can get. Try to go out there and Rodgers or something like that.
I heard that Garoppolo gonna be going somewhere too.
He's out.
Him.
He's out. So yeah, I'm tight. But We'll see. 49, all they need is a quarterback, fans. Y'all don't stress too much. You just need that quarterback, and y'all be winning Super Bowls. Y'all be winning Super Bowls. Y'all be on a good run. All right, Cincinnati Bengals. Are you tight? Are you all right?
I mean, shoot, I'm all right with that because I'm all right with the Bengals losing. Shoot, they was away. They already was in the Super Bowl last year. I'm to be honest, much respect to Joe Barrows, how he, get the ball down the field, stuff like that.
He's a great
But
quarterback, man.
how last year you got sacked like 9 times.
Yeah.
Super Bowl. And so this year, you had Patrick Mahomes. You know the story.
Yeah, it didn't. This last year he overcame it. This year he couldn't in the AFC Championship game. I'm all right if I'm a Chiefs fan. Period, point blank. I'm sorry, Bengals fan. I'm all right because yes, I thought they were going to beat the Chiefs. I thought they were a better team. But at the end of the day, if you're a Bengals fan, when's the last time you had this type of prosperity and been like, whoa, look at us? Now, don't get me wrong. Next year it's going to start to ramp up where now expectations are like, okay, now y'all got to start. Now they got to start doing something next year. You know what I'm saying? And the year after that, kind of like the Bills. Now, the Bills didn't have the success that the Bengals got, but the Bills made it to the AFC Championship game a couple years ago. Obviously, you know what happened last year with Patrick Mahomes coming back with 13 seconds left, getting the field goal. That wild fourth quarter was great. Great game, historic game. And then them losing in overtime, they changed the rules around. And you thought the Bills were the pick. You signed Von Miller. Obviously, Von Miller was hurt. But I'm just saying.
I was going to say, that's the only win you'll see the Bills going to be a contender or go to an AFC championship and Von Miller on the field. They're not going to nowhere without Von Miller.
They got to do something else.
Hmm?
They got to do something else. They got to get a running back. They got to just commit to running the ball. But anyway, that's the Bills. But what was you gonna say? You got something to finish on the Bills before we finish up on the Bengals?
I mean, I'm going with you. You was right about when you brought up Von Miller. Like
right.
You can't do nothing without Von Miller. Like if Von Miller was healthy this year, it will be, saying the Bills and the Eagles this year, but you didn't have him. And much I did in America, actually, one of the Bills, be in the Super Bowl. You didn't have that marquee player, and everybody know Von Miller is that man that gonna make plays when you need him.
Absolutely.
And they have him.
Yeah, I mean Bengals. I'm all right. Like I said, I'm all right from a Bengals fan.
Yeah.
The future's bright for the Bengals. Again, they got some decisions to make with T. Higgins, things like that. We'll see where they go from here. But if I'm a Bengals fan, I'm tight. I mean, I'm all right. I'm not tight. I'm all right. All right, y'all. When we come back from the break, we're going to get into some NHL skill competition that happened tonight. And we're going to talk about what animals, what would you want to clone? We talked about earlier, trying to clone 2 super cows. I don't even know what super cows are. We'll get into that.
Gotta think before you speak. Don't be stupid. Gun hot, I don't need no gloves. King Cupid lock, you receive no love. Finho 21, that's casino love. 10 max, 50 in the Stockton. Full court press, I assist John Stockton. Left hook, mean 8-ounce glove, reboxing. That on, ain't that on, nigga, you boxed in. Game good, money on the wood, really boxed in. Face shot, close casket, he boxed in. That nigga pussy a chump, I am not him. Struggle gang to the end, I ain't got friends.
You're kind of an NHL guy.
Yeah.
For the NHL heads out there. So Elias Peterson had the hardest slap shot of 103.2 miles per hour.
Wow.
Damn.
For real.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
Breakaway challenge, a little cool moment. They brought out OV Jr., your boy, brought his son out. Him and Sid the Kid. Him and Sidney Crosby passed it back. Boom, boom, boom. They hit it. I think Sid the Kid's better than Ovechkin. But I don't care. Whatever. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother day. That's a whole nother day.
Oh.
accuracy shooting. You know what I mean? I believe Connor McDavid, he won that. I believe he won that.
Now,
Slap
hey,
shot.
he's
What's up?
boss office.
Who that is?
McDavid. He's boss
Yeah,
office.
he is. He is. But more importantly, as we get into it for hockey, you know what I mean? What's your outlook, man, for your team? What do you want from your team? Real quick. What do you want to see from the Caps the second half of the season?
Shoot, I wish they stay healthy. I wish Tom Wilson stay healthy. In order for us, to get what we need to go at. I love the Capitals fourth line. Fourth line dominant. Yeah, Backstrom scoring, like everybody's on point. Carlton.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we on. What I don't want us to do, right? In hockey, the worst thing to me is if you get the President's Cup, because if you do number one seed in hockey,
you liable to lose. You liable to lose.
Yeah,
nah,
man.
I think the Bruins is going all the way.
You don't want the President's Cup.
I think the Bruins is going all the way this year, man. Ain't nobody stopping the Bruins, man.
No,
Bruins they demolishing everything. I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I got you.
Listen, I'm glad you bring up the Bruins. Yes, they are dominant right now. It's only 8 teams in NLL history that had the President's Cup and the Stanley Cup in the same season. I forgot who they are. I'm gonna look them up.
Yeah, you have to look them
back
up.
With it
come back with it. I don't know either.
But it's very rare. When you win the President's Cup in the regular season, you don't go. Prime example, 2018.
Oh boy, don't start going crazy, man. Quick, what do you got?
No, you had the the Vegas Golden Knights.
Okay.
They had the President's Cup. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? The Capitals, won the Stanley Cup. You know what I'm saying? So the point is, it's not when you win the President's Cup, it's not safe.
Right.
But you got a prize to take home, though.
I got you.
It's something like when you play Prices Right, you get the exact price, you get the $500. But if you go to the prize store, if you don't win that, but you still take home $500.
Yeah,
that's how it is. Get the President's Cup, but no Stanley.
Whatever, man. Y'all ain't winning the President's Cup. You're not winning the Stanley Cup. You're not winning any cup. You getting the first. You going home cup. How about that? Rangers are ahead of y'all. Rangers gonna make a comeback. You know what I'm saying? They coming back up.
Who's in first place? Who's in first place overall?
Over Bruins in the Eastern Conference. It's Bruins in the league. The Bruins are the best team in the league. Bruins are the best team in the league. In the league, it's Bruins. Actually, the top 4 teams in the league that are best are in Eastern Conference. The Bruins, the Carolina Hurricanes,
there's
Toronto.
No other team to talk about.
Toronto Maple Leafs and New Jersey Devils. It don't matter. Rangers gonna finish better than you. We already got a bet on that. It doesn't matter. My outlook for the Rangers, we're gonna turn it around and we're gonna get back to the conference finals. We'll lose to the Bruins. Even though I hate to do that, but we'll lose to the Bruins, and the Bruins will go on to win a cup. That's my prediction. I'm sticking to it.
It's about the playoffs. I'm like in the regular season. As projecting, the Boston Bruins gonna win the President's Cup, and like you said, you still going. If you do win your games supposed to win, you seed it somewhere. Somewhere along another, you'll be able to play the Boston Bruins.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's 0-0 when you get in the playoffs.
I got you.
So it's anybody a ball game.
All right. We'll see. We'll see when it goes down to it. I think Capitals are trash.
Including the Capitals. Yeah.
I think the Capitals are trash. Anyway.
Tell Ovi in his face.
So last topic before we get up out of here. Enjoy this cold, frigid weekend up here. Is it cold down there? What's the weather down there?
Man, it was cold as mud, bro.
Yo, it's cold as hell out here, dog. I was working. I'm like, yo, I didn't want to. Every time I had to go to the van to get something, it was crazy. I'm not going back outside tonight. I'm not doing it. Ain't nothing
Man,
happening.
I was so that I don't want to go outside.
In the rain.
No,
in the cold, I mean. That's
What
what
you
I should have
talking
said. But I was going along with the song. But yo, in the cold. Word, brick is brick. That's what you put up. You put a brick up outside. What's the weather like? The weatherman just put a brick. Straight brick. It's cold outside. Do not go outside. If you don't have to go outside, don't bring yourself outside. Stay home, stay warm, throw on the PlayStation. Don't want a movie, Netflix, chill, Hulu, and whatever they do, whatever rhymes with Hulu. It doesn't matter. Binge watch something. Don't bring yourself outside if you don't got to go outside. It is way too cold out there for that.
Bruh, I stepped outside. I put my hands, my ears like
This dude's crazy. All right, last topic. Let's stay right. So China just clones 2 super cows. Again, I don't know what a super cow is. Had me thinking. Sas, what would you clone? If you could clone anything in this world, what would you clone?
me.
Other than yourself, man. Other than yourself.
He said, other than myself, how you gonna beat me to it like that?
Other than yourself.
Shoot, man. I don't even know. I'll clone my loved ones that I lost. I clone my dad.
Okay. I got you.
For example, I clone my aunt's that I lost, my stepmom. Cause I miss a reason why I would clone her, cause I miss her face and I miss her potato salad.
Yeah, you went all sentimental, bro. I thought you was gonna be serious about it. Hold on 1 second.
That was sentimental, and guess what? That's who I want to clone. It's gonna look like. But yeah.
Pardon me, y'all. Damn. None. You know what it is. Pets.
Huh.
But anyway, you got sentimental, but I like it. That's what's up, bro. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Everybody like
for real, nah. I mean,
I like potato salad.
I
got you.
For real.
I like potato salad. That's what's up. Me? Damn, if I had to clone something other than myself. It's a great question, man. That's a great question. I don't even what would I clone? That's crazy to think that. Like, what would you really clone? Because really, like, you bringing people back to life. You're not really cloning them because they are, I'm talking about someone that's living that you could clone, boom. So that there's just more of them. You know what I'm saying? So what would I want to have more of to clone? Damn, that's a crazy question, man. Shit, man.
Ain't clone money.
More money, more TVs. You know what I mean? Like, I stumped myself with this question, bro.
Look,
Word, that's
you
crazy.
know why you can't clone money? Because people try to counterfeit, it didn't work.
Yeah, this dude's a wild dude. This dude's a wild dude. Hey, listen, I don't know, man. That's crazy. What would I clone? Man, we get sentimental. We clone all in, let's I don't know, let's clone dinosaurs or something. You know what I mean? Let's bring them back. Again, they're not alive. So something that's alive, that's alive that you could clone. Something that's alive that I would clone. I would clone right now.
Unless you're gonna bring the dinosaurs back, that's gonna play Miss Berry Mac. Hey yo, I don't want them coming back.
I would clone a bunch of would clone a bunch of meerkats and get them all right. Sorry for the jumping.
No,
Crazy out here.
Then again, yeah, you know what? 'Cause my grandson, he loves dinosaurs too. So if dinosaurs came to life, my grandson would be at all. Cause he loves dinosaurs. If it's friendly, and yeah, my grandson be like this. Can I take the you know what I'm saying? It'd be like that with the dinosaurs. So yeah, come to think of if it's a live dinosaur and a dinosaur that could speak, You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I
You
would
know?
definitely clone someone from that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's hard to say. Something for the way back era or something. You know what I mean? Like, I was watching Black Panther the other day. Man, we'll clone some of the Mayas and Incans and all that, and just kind of, introduce them to this world, bring them back. You know what I'm saying? They could, show us about what happened back then, and how you had to survive off not TV and somebody else doing it for you. You know what I mean? You had to use your hands. You know what I mean? Actually get down there and work. You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know. We got too serious about it. I was trying to make it funny. I don't even know what the hell I would really clone, though, to be quite honest with you. Now that I really think about it, what would I clone? Because we could easily say, I clone all my sneaker collection, so I have it. Clone my PlayStation, so I have it. You know what I mean? I'll clone all that type of stuff.
True, I clone my heart. I clone my heart to give my heart to other people.
Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. I like that. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Hell yeah. But y'all, it was a good show. You know what I mean? Saso and myself holding it down. E. Freeman, Hayes. Hayes will definitely be back next week.
Hey, shout out to y'all, man, for real.
Shout out to Hayes. Shout out to E. Freeman. Shout out to everybody that's been listening, rocking with us. We're gonna keep putting content out every single week.
Struggle.
Welcome with your boy, King Saso, your boy, Mizzo. We'll see y'all next week.
So big it take a week to shoot it, for real. Take your whole team to do it. We don't sell them, we share them. Whole team can use it. Gotta think before you speak. Don't be stupid. Gun hot, I don't need no gloves. King Cupid lock, you receive no love. Fin Hole 21, that's casino love. 10 max, 50 in the Stockton. Full court press, I assist John Stockton. Left hook, mean 8-ounce glove, we boxing. That on, aim that on, nigga, you boxed in. Game good, money on the wood, really boxed in. Face shot, closed casket, he boxed in. That nigga pussy a chump, I am not him. Struggle gang to the end, I ain't got friends. Money don't have none either. The root of evil was evil when I'm my Lord's keeper. Smoke reefer, old school like beepers. Had a pair of Deodoras, but I stuffed them in Florida. Golden State 30 in the clip, I'm a warrior. Road to perdition, dumping shots out explorers. Money expedition, brought butter cross borders. Club nights, 9 fists of Henny and 40 waters. Always be legit, sprinkle me like 40 water. I'm sick with it, cook your district with biscuits. Run, shoot you in your back, that's a slip disc. Dare a nigga try me, we insane. From my little bro chef, I don't need no game. Bring any nigga grief, that's the meaning of bang. Bang, 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 bang everywhere. The world's a ghetto, niggas gang bang everywhere. Addicted to carrying sketch, we strapped everywhere. Killers on call, I am never worried. Kidnap you for a week, have your mama worried. Send her a finger, then get your father murdered. Vice Lord, black and yellow like Roethlisberger. But I'm not from the Steel City. Niggas better chill, got the steel with me. Brother died 20 years ago, but he's still with me. Moved out my hood, but Southgate is still in me. 113, SK got a beam. Get booked, plead the fifth, don't say a thing. My wife, my nigga, she follow the rules. And she hold me down like cement shoes. Shit, kill a nigga for the cause as well as give my life. Ready to die tonight, tonight's the night, Betty White. Niggas chips, Betty Wright, beer like Barry White. My pops reincarnated, that's a scary sight. My brother Caesar showed love, not a sucker though. Try to press him for dough, nigga fuck no. We don't care how many years niggas did in jail. Always make bond if we get a bail. My wife bad, Jasmine guy, a different world. Hear no evil, see none either. Punch buggy, no punch back. Dump heaters, fuck gold bottle, brown liquor drunk leaders. Only wear Ewins and Adidas. And nobody